So Canva just released something that is absolutely, again, pointless, because as you can see, text, I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to read this because this is not what we need. This is text, and people are not designers. They do not understand text. Design is visual. They need visual representation, and that is what I'm going to talk about in this video. If this is your first time visiting my channel, hello, my name is Marina from Marina Art Design, and let's get back to the video. When this post was published in Canva community, I knew it is going to go wild, and I posted on Facebook on that very same day that you do not panic, do not do anything, do not delete your books and your Etsy listings, and wait for Canva official reply. Also, instead of going straight to Twitter, you kept everything contained on Facebook, and that is not a way to make changes. Twitter is the place to go to get companies to respond and react. So when I saw this post, I made my post on Facebook group and I told you not to panic, and immediately I did not engage with this post. I did not engage with this person. I did not send comments because it's pointless. So she has her opinion, and what I'm going to say, okay, my opinion is different than your opinion. That's pointless to communicate with her and asking her to explain when she is not Canva official representative. So the moment I saw that post, I went straight to Twitter and I asked Canva on Twitter, and that is what you should have done. Go straight to Twitter, because that is how you push companies to make changes. So I went to Twitter and I asked them, and they actually sent me a reply, and I'm going to show you that later on. But I want to also emphasize something that I showed you last year, and once again you did not listen to my advice. I told you last year, I showed you the evidence that when you are communicating with Canva, asking them questions is wrong approach, and it will get you nowhere. So asking them questions is completely pointless, and you are still using that approach. You are still asking them questions. I'm showing you here that the only 100% safe way is to send them visual samples. You need to send them visual samples in a form: this is my design, this is what I plan to do with it, can I do it? So this was my design. This is just something I slapped in a couple of seconds to prove my point. This is what you need to do. You need to give them sample and ask them, this is what I'm going to sell, this is where I'm going to sell it, this is the file format I'm going to sell it, can I do it? That is how you're supposed to approach Canva. And I also asked Canva, this was last year in June, that they need to add more visual samples of what is allowed and what is not allowed. Designs and elements are visuals, so we need visual representation of what is allowed and what is not allowed. What has happened here is a good thing for everyone for multiple reasons. Number one, Canva is now going to provide us with better visual samples, and the reason how I know that is after this post was published, after this post, I knew that it's pointless to ask them questions about everything. I knew that the best way to approach this is to make samples. So this is a file I prepared for Canva. It was sent to them 5 days ago, and they provided a reply to me, and they're going to look in depth, but they need, because I'm a Canva content creator, they need to provide me with a reply to this exact email. So I prepared a file. You can see this file down below in the video description. I'm going to give you the link so you can see what was my question to Canva. So you see here, this is my approach. This is what I've been telling you from the beginning. You need to be specific. I am Canva free user. These are my design elements. This is my design. I want to sell it on Etsy as digital file. Can I do this? Yes, no. That is what you need to do. That is what you should have done all along. Never ask them questions, never tell them I'm going to use couple of elements in the form of a sentence, because they cannot visualize what you actually mean. They need visual representation, and the best part is once you get their reply that you are allowed to do this, you are free. You just need to show that email of the customer support as evidence that you did everything according to rules. So I have here another example where this is a free element, but as you can see here, it is not overlapping with anything. So my question is, in what file format can I sell this? And then I have this, and then I have this design. So I have a coloring book, and this is all the elements I used. So I'm showing them the elements I'm going to use. I'm showing them the end file, how it's going to be used, and I'm giving them two examples. I'm going to sell this to my client on Fiverr, or I'm going to use this for my KDP Amazon printable book. Can I do this? Can I do it like this? Can I do it like this? Or can I not do it at all in this shape or form? And then I have this one. This is a coloring book. This is a book interior. Is this going to work? This is a free element. So is this going to work, or I need to overlap it with something? And then I'm showing an example of overlapping. Is this enough of overlap? Or is there something more? So I'm forcing Canva to give me a visual answer. And also yes or no. If this is not good enough, give me an example what would be good enough on this specific element. Then pro elements. Can we do this? What can we do with pro elements? Once again, example, and then here, this is what I send them as a suggestion, what corrections are needed. So on their web page, at the moment still, it says you can use our content in Canva design. It doesn't specify our free content. So that is my first correction suggested to them. You can use our content in marketing or social media. My suggestion is to add free and pro here. And then sell merchandise with your design, and here my suggestion is that only uses free elements. So what I knew, because even with these current licenses, I know what Canva meant because I'm a designer, but I know that a lot of people that use Canva, you are not designers and you cannot read between the lines. That is what usually means here, reading between the lines. So free elements you can use commercially, pro elements you can only use in for your marketing, for your personal social media, or you can sell it, but you can sell it in the form of a template to somebody else who is going to use it for social media or marketing. And addition here is free elements can be used commercially following the licensing rules. Pro elements cannot be used commercially as a digital file. Designs with pro elements can only be sold as Canva templates and shared with buyers as Canva links that will bring buyers back to Canva. So this is what is currently valid, but there is the sentences that are available on Canva are confusing to non-designers. But this is basically what the rules are, this here. And then this section here is completely wrong. This is where they made one of the biggest mistakes. It says, can I sell products or merchandise with my design on it? And it says here, yes, all of our photos, fonts and graphics can be used to create designs for printing on products for sale. So this is, according to them, wrong, and this needs to be fixed. Also, I asked them a couple of questions regarding the pro trial period. So if you create templates during the trial period, can you continue to sell those links to that template after the trial has expired? If you are pro user and you are using pro font in commercial projects, can you sell them? Can you sell those projects on Etsy as PNG or even use them on print on demand? So what is the usage of fonts, restrictions of typography? That is also important. So these are my questions, and as I'm showing you here, I did not send them just questions because I knew that they're going to answer to this question, read paragraph 4a. On this question, read paragraph 5a. I already read all the paragraphs, so the paragraphs are not solving my issue or your issue or our issue. So that is why not just Canva, Creative Fabrica, any company that you are using graphics from, if you are not 100% sure can you do it in that way, send them sample, send them screenshot before and after, and literally give them what you are planning to do with that design. So once you get the reply, it is a reply that is valid to you, to your business, and you have written black and on white evidence in case you need it in the future. But that is not only that's not the only good news here is that now Canva is going to be forced to add more visual representations and visual samples, and what we can do and cannot do with free and pro elements. Another thing that because of everything that has happened is I discovered that Joe Petzer, so the person that published that original post, has amazing, let me show you, she has an amazing Canva mockups for A+ content and also for sublimation if you are doing that. So look at here, this is A4 magazine mockup, and this dimension is going to work also for US letter. So you can use this one. US letter and A4 are very close to one another, maybe just ½ inch difference. So this mockup is perfect. So this mockup set is perfect for your books and your A+ content, and that means you no longer need Photoshop to create this. You can do that in Canva, and we all know that we love working and designing in Canva. You also have Square, so you can do Square book. So this is for children's book and a children's storybook. You can use this to create mockups. And what else? I know I saw one more. So this A4 is for US letter, Square is square, but I also saw 6x9. Let me find 6x9. She also has bundle, and this is what I'm going to link down below in description. I'm going to give you a link to this bundle so you can get everything at once. But where is her 6x9? This is 6x9. So you have everything. You have US letter that works for A4. You have this one. This is 6x9. So you are covered with most of the planners and logbooks, and look how beautiful this looks like. So this is a mock-up for the book interior. You can use for A+ content. If you do not know what A+ content is, that is marketing of your book in a way that you add images, because people that are purchasing on the phone, they do not have look inside feature, and that is how you showcase the interior of your book. I would prefer to use Canva for book mockups. I asked Canva for these mockups, and Canva did not deliver, but this person delivered. So I am grateful for her post because she made me aware of her book mockups. The link is down below in the description. Do not worry about your listings, do not worry about your books and all of that until you receive official reply from Canva. And in the future, if you are worrying about anything, use visual representations. That's it from me. Until next video, I'll see you down below in the comments. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.